Reclaiming control. Why data ownership can help prevent the decline of online platforms. Reclaiming control. Why data ownership can help prevent the decline of online platforms. The internet, once a frontier of innovation and user-centric design, has increasingly become a source of frustration for many. A familiar pattern emerges. A promising new website or app draws users in with its free service and innovative features. Millions quickly become reliant on it, using it daily. However, over time, the platform begins to change. Desired features become paywalled, advertising intrudes on the user experience, and the overall feeling shifts toward a more corporate, less enjoyable atmosphere. This phenomenon, termed enshittification by author Cory Doctorow, highlights a crucial shift in priorities. The needs of users are increasingly secondary to the demands of shareholders. The internet is rife with examples of this decline, with users often tied to a handful of platforms owned by large tech companies, many of which have diminished in quality over time. As a result, the very web envisioned by its creator, Tim Berners-Lee, has become as likely to induce anxiety as it does joy. However, Berners-Lee's new book underscores that this outcome is not inevitable. The root of the problem, he argues, lies in the fact that users lack control over their own data, the very foundation of the online experience. The power of data pods. A user-centric solution. Berners-Lee proposes a solution, the concept of a data pod. This system would ensure that any personal data generated by a user is stored in a dedicated pod controlled by the user. Individuals could then selectively share this data with different platforms and services whenever they choose, and just as easily revoke access. Imagine being able to leave a platform experiencing enshittification without losing years of photos, messages, and preferences. Data pods would make this a reality, giving users a powerful lever to balance the incentives of profit-driven platforms. Instead of being locked into a deteriorating service, users could seamlessly migrate their data and their experience elsewhere. The road to adoption. Overcoming obstacles. While the benefits of data pods are clear, introducing such a system will require overcoming significant challenges. Berners-Lee believes that a critical mass of early adopters could eventually drive demand for this change. However, it's unlikely that large tech companies will voluntarily relinquish control over valuable user data. This leaves a key role for governments, which are increasingly scrutinizing the power and practices of big tech firms. Mandating data portability and handing control back to users would be a meaningful step toward creating a more equitable and user-centric internet. The shift to user-controlled data isn't just about avoiding frustration. It's about restoring the original vision of the web, a space for open innovation, collaboration, and user empowerment. In conclusion, the rise of enshittification underscores the importance of data ownership. Empowering individuals with control over their own data through systems like data pods offers a tangible pathway toward reclaiming the internet and preventing the decline of online platforms. It's a challenge that requires collective effort, but the potential rewards, a more vibrant, user-focused web, are well worth the investment.